Hello and welcome back to this special side episode of D&D for Dummies, Campaign 1, The Marked Ones. There have been a few questions about the whereabouts of certain party members. There have been some things going on. And last episode, you might have noticed that a couple of members were missing. This is what was going on at that time. Henry, would you like to take it away?
As the leaves crinkle between your feet, Seladrin, the last thing you remember is an argument between you and Tenacity about making sure that you deal with your problems as soon as they arrive. The Watcher of the Crossroads then appeared from you, pulling out a crystal from seemingly out of nowhere, and they said that you had some explaining to do. Before the fight kicked off between the new being that entered the arena and yourself, it seems as if you've been pulled somewhere, pulled deep into the mind of this stranger in front of you. Looking at them at the moment, you can tell that they're around about 5'8". They seem to be a bit of a bigger build than they normally look like, and they seem quite angry. They are staring at you from across what seems to be an arena, lifted up into an astral sea of stars and constellations. The ground beneath you hard is covered in skeletons, weapons, and discarded memories, as the crystal on to your north starts to pulse with a sickening purple light. They look towards you and they say, "Well, how are you going, Seladrin?"
Seladrin's just gonna look back, like look at the crystal, look at him, and be like, "Who are you, and how did you get that?"
Do you know how long it took me to track this down? How long it took me to track you down? At first, I seemed to put the blame upon myself as someone who takes pride in watching others' choices and their decisions and pushing them to the right direction for the survival of all. I simply forgot to look back. You managed to tag along with Clarabelle and Xander as they cleaned up the pieces of the Silver King. Each and every version of Vareth you killed gave him another trinket to add to his collection, making him more powerful along every step. And I sat by and watched. You see, it is hard to go against someone from the future. They know every step. They know every part of your plans. So I followed, and I waited, and I was calm. And at first, I was going to use you to help me defeat Meppy. But you know what? No. I think it's time that I stray away from the path. You know what? My son showed me a great deal of what benefits and what fortunes can arise before me. I'm going to fucking kill you, Seladrin. And we'll roll initiative. I got a 17. Also, we have not had a long rest.
Let me roll. Okay. That was not one. No.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's so good.
The days of that one. That's terrible.
That means I get 2 rounds, baby. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, the Lord is sweet.
Dude.
As the being in front of you disappears for a second and reappears directly in front of you, they pull 2 what seem to be short swords out of their pockets, one in the front, one in the back, and make 2 slices towards you. I'm going to assume a 25 hits.
Yep.
I'm going to assume a 18 hits.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to roll my damage. I would like to use my funny little ability. The first hit cleanly cuts at one of your pockets. The next comes from behind you, as it seems to have teleported behind you, and slices at your ankles. And then once again, they seem to disappear as they attack from above. I'm going to assume a 31 hits.
Yeah, it would do that.
That will be 9 slashing damage. 11 slashing damage for a total of 20 so far.
Yeah.
An additional
33.
33. And then with my features and traits, I get a little bit of extra damage. Let me go all the way down. It's just a d6, so 3 more d6 as an additional 12.
Well, another 12. Cool.
As each and every one of these hits hit you. Taken aback by the creature attacking you, they notice that you don't seem to move. And they would like to cast a spell. Which, it's a funny little spell, nothing too big, it's just Vorish Sign. You have mastered the Vorish Sign, a sigil from an ancient era said to predate this world's creation. Choose a creature that you can see within range. When you normally roll 1 or more dice to deal damage to that creature with a spell, don't roll those dice for the damage. Instead, use the highest number possible for each die. In addition, you can choose a spell of level 5 or lower that you can cast that has a casting time of an action. You can cast that spell as part of casting Vorish Sign. That's a... Ooh, that's a
That's an
big sack.
insane spell.
I would like to cast Pillar of Force, 5th level. As he stomps your head into the floor while falling from above, conjuring a pillar of planar energy that slams into you. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d12 bludgeoning damage, and if the target is huge or smaller, it is pushed 10 feet away from you. The ground in a straight line between you and your target becomes difficult terrain, with each 5 foot becoming at least an additional thingamabob, and you can clear it by hand. So, our roll is a +9. That is an 11. I probably will not hit.
No, that actually doesn't miss.
As you notice that the ground below you becomes completely enveloped in what seems to be a dark crystalline energy. And I guess I will. Where is it? Where's my little ability? I mean, my spells. I'll just Misty Step 15 feet away from you. Over here, on top of this rock, as I look down at you and I say, just plainly, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. Seladrin, what are you gonna do? I think Seladrin is gonna look up at him and be like, "Listen, I have made my mistakes, and I will admit to them, but and I will certainly pay for them in the future. But I do not go down without a fight." And then he's gonna charge at him. Can I move my token? Yes, I can. He's gonna move closer, and he's going to use. What is he going to use? He's going to use the. He's going to use the lightning one.
Yep.
For now. I assume a 15 does not hit.
A 15 does not hit, no.
Yeah, I would assume so. He's going to try that again, going for a second slash. 31. That hopefully should hit.
As your blade connects, you see this person flinch. As they flinch, let me roll a d4 real quick. It's not a d4. Directly behind you.
So they appear behind you.
They appear behind you, not getting hit by your attack.
Okay. I think he's going to then spin around, noticing that he appeared behind him, and then follow up with the ice dagger.
Yep.
And see what happens. That's a 29.
That'll hit.
Hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Do a roll damage?
Yep.
Okay. 3d6. So that's 11 piercing and 8 ice damage.
Easy.
Yep, and I think that's it. That's all I can do.
You see the being's body still covered in this purplish pink energy start to seemingly phase from this world. And at first you think he's doing something similar to what you can do, where he goes into a different place, but you notice that he still seems to be standing on the solid floor below him. He just seems a little bit different. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. An attacker is immune to the spectre but doesn't rely on sight, as with blind sight, or can see through illusions, as with true sight. Which I don't know if that works, but that's okay. And then they will go 5, 10, 15, whoa, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, jump, and try and get away from you a little bit. Not necessarily. You know that they seem to be getting back to do something large. Your turn.
Okay. Oh my god, these balls. Okay. Seladrin is gonna move. He's gonna move. Yeah, he's gonna move there. I can remember where it is. Gonna move here, like in between the crystal and the guy, and he's going to kind of get a small smirk play on his lips and throw the explosive daggers.
Yep.
Because he has enough range now. A 22 to hit.
And that was with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry, no, it isn't. Sorry, let me roll again. That's my bad. I forgot it's disadvantage. 23. So yeah,
Yep.
that was with disadvantage.
That'll hit.
Cool. That and then 3d8. Cool. So that's 8 piercing, 17 force. I'm assuming it's not a sneak attack.
It is not.
I'm not. Yeah, I assume so. Okay.
Not with one.
Yeah, so he's gonna throw the dagger again. He's gonna pull it back, throw again. 20. Oh fuck! I always keep forgetting disadvantage. That is a 18 to hit.
That will not hit with this current ability up.
Cool. And then he's going to try one more time. For a 15 to hit, which is not gonna hit. Cool. Yeah, that's his turn.
He turns towards you and he says, Seladrin, I heard you like falling. Steps into the abyss and is going to cast Switcheroo. You attempt to switch places with a large or smaller target within range that you can see. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or instantly teleport to your space whilst you teleport to the one it previously occupied. A creature automatically sees on the saving throw if there is not enough space to accommodate either of the teleporting creatures, which there is enough space. A willing creature may choose to fail the saving throw.
Okay, so it's a charisma.
Yep.
Okay. And what is the DC?
The DC is 17.
Yeah. Well, let's try. 17.
I would like to use
So I'm just gonna let out a.
Silvery Barbs. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but this is for me. Silvery Barbs. Can you roll it again for me, please? And it'll give me advantage.
6.
Mm.
But I'm gonna pull that back and use lucky. Since you're playing unfair, I'm gonna play unfair.
That is a-okay, my dude. We're playing unfair against each other.
Yeah, listen. He pulls out he's gonna use a lucky point to try again.
Yep.
22.
Okay. That's nice. That's okay. You notice that as he realizes that you're not falling, he actually stops midair, and he starts to walk vertically. He is now 40 feet in the air above this chasm. It's your turn.
40 feet. Oh my god. What is the distance here? Well, sorry. I think Seladrin is going to walk 15 feet. Is that enough? Then 30, 40 up. No, he needs to walk 25 to hit. Okay. He's going to walk 25.
Yep.
Look up at him and throw one of his explosive daggers to hopefully break concentration. That's what he's hoping to do. I assume he did a concentration spell. I assume it's still a disadvantage.
Yes, it'll still be a disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. 17.
Does not hit.
Cool. He's gonna try again. 15. Okay, that definitely doesn't hit. Seeing that both of them fail.
You notice, as you throw the first dagger, this person who's currently squatting down in the air, just kind of cocking their head at you, you get the very scary feeling that he looks like an owl. This does not look like someone who's natural. The first dagger that comes towards him, he tries to make a grab for it and misses. The second time, he rolls a nat 20 with a plus 10 for 30 and grabs the dagger out of the air.
Okay, I put it back.
Now, this is when we get Reese to come into this. Is he able to pull back a dagger that is currently in someone else's hand?
I mean, since I can put it out of someone else's body when they're dead, I'm assuming I can put it out of their hand. No?
Remind me what the specific wording of the belt itself is. I know I created it, but what did I write specifically?
1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Let me have a look. Cloak of Shadow output. I don't see it.
Blinkback belt is what it's called.
Okay, let me have a look. Blinkback belt. Here it is. The belt allows the user to magically summon thrown weapons back to the belt, provided they were grabbed from the belt prior to throwing.
So, my thought process is, I have stopped it from being thrown, I have stopped its travel, and I'm currently a alive and living creature. As the weapon itself is not attuned, the belt is. Does that mean that he can cause the action to pull it back? Because in my brain, I'm like, he currently has not thrown it. He did throw it, but it has been stopped and grabbed by someone else, and is currently being worn by them.
I will say contested Arcana check for the pair of you.
I'll take it.
Oh,
I'll take it.
Why? Why have you done this to me?
It's a magical skill,
That's a
therefore
five.
Oh, I
Arcana.
physically cannot fail. Oh, that's so good.
That's 5, you evil man. Now Arcana check. You evil person. Okay.
Well, again, it's a
So
magical
I
ability.
Well, it's a magical item. It's not an ability. It's an item. Like, not the one using
Yes,
the magic.
it's the item's
it's the
ability.
item using the magic.
You've got to use Arcana to pull it back, because currently it's in someone else who's using magic to hold it there.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, cool. You have the dagger.
Yeah. Yep. So, was that your last attack as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pocket that shit. He will go 5, 10, 15, 20, drop. Oh, that's a lot of damage. You know, that's okay. I'll take it. Blur is definitely down, but he is going to attempt to attack you 3 times. A dirty 20 is going to hit. He hits you and teleports behind you. A 15 will not hit. But once again, he teleports above you and sees if he can hit. A 14 will also not hit. Oh, that is a shame. That is a crying shame. That'll be 16 damage, 15 slashing, 1 force.
Okay, I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
Yep. I need to figure out how my fadeaway works, but anyway. I am missing spells, but that is okay. Oh, plus Hunter's Mark, actually. Oh, another 6 damage on top of that for Hunters.
Cool.
I did use my free use of... One of my free uses of Misty Step. I have quite a few. Anything else that I can do? Ah, fuck it. I'll go Vorish Sign again. Why not? I'll waste all my 3rd level spells for a 4th level. And I will use a Citrus Burst. No, I cannot, because it's 5 or lower. What will I use? Pillar of Force again. Why not? Ah, and that one. That is a shame.
Does he hit himself? Please tell me he hits himself.
He does not with a 19. You notice that he tries to pull this force straight down to you once again, repeating the same move as last time, but manages to just completely balk it and manages to tip themselves to the side with their own attack. Not hurting themselves, but definitely kind of putting them off kilter. It is now your turn.
Okay. What am I going to do? Okay. I'm going to attack once with the poison dagger.
Yep.
That I have. Oh, it's a disadvantage. 1 second in a roll.
It is no longer a disadvantage. It is no longer a disadvantage. So,
okay, then 25. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Cool, then damage and 3d6. Cool. So that's 10 piercing, 5 poison.
Yep.
While he attacks, as you know, a bonus action, can he try and pickpocket back his dagger?
I will definitely let you go and try and pickpocket it back. This brings some very interesting things into point. I think you can explain to me which stat you would like to use to do that. And what I will say is, it will be contested against my perception. I have a plus 14 to my perception. So I'll let you know that. That doesn't mean that you can't do it, it just means that I'll be aware of it.
Okay, so, what, I just have to describe how he would steal it.
Yep, and give me like a stat
Okay.
or a skill that you would use.
Well, I mean, just sleight of hand.
Yep.
But okay, so pretty much what I think was what the plan was. I think he like slashes at the Watcher with the dagger, right, like towards the face, and then while the dagger, while the Watcher's like dodging or getting hit or whatever, he kind of like tries to slip in his other hand and like take the dagger back. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that. That is a 24.
Compared
There's a
to an
50,
18.
50.
You're able to pull it out. He definitely sees you do it though, but he obviously can't really do anything to stop it.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all the actions he's going to take. But I think he's gonna like say, Seladrin's gonna talk and be like, you do know what that crystal is, right? Like, you do know that killing me is going to damage that crystal. and end the turn.
I know that at every step along this path, you have acted with self-interest and hurt myself and my friends. You have consistently not improved what you are doing and have put yourself and the party at risk. This is not just between you and me. This is between every single person that I love and care about. You notice two things. I'm going to give you 3 rolls: an Arcana roll at advantage, a History roll at advantage, and a Perception roll at advantage.
Okay, let me
All
start
of the
with Arcana.
DCs are 25.
Okay, so Arcana is 16. Then you said History, I think.
Yeah.
History. That's a 20.
Yep.
And what was the last one? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception. Cool. At advantage. 14.
You can tell that this being in front of you currently has, at minimum, 6 spells on them. Those spells are altering their body. You can tell that
Okay,
every
so
time you've currently hit them, it has been their choice. History. The way they sat was very familiar, and for them to know all of these things means it has to be someone that you know. For perception, you seem to notice, as dark as this void is and as little light as there is coming off of around the place, there seems to be light coming from above. I'll let you re-roll these at the end of your next turn to see if you can figure anything else out.
Okay. It is your turn, I believe.
Yes, I'm aware. All good. I'm going to use my bonus action for something, and then I'm going to make 3 attacks against you. The first one is a 30. The second one is a 31. The third one is a 29. All 3 of these are going to hit. On the first one, it is going to deal 14 plus 17 plus.
I'm going to uncanny dodge the third one, by the way. I'm going to say it before the damage rolls.
Yeah, okay.
Just
The
that
first one
just pick the highest.
is going to deal 20 force damage.
Okay. Sure.
The second one is going to do a little bit more. Plus 1, plus 2. The second one is going to do 32 force damage, and the last and final one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. This plus 7. 30 force damage.
Alright, so the third one is 30 force damage. What's the second one?
The second one was a combined total of.
There's so many rolls here.
Yeah, sorry. It's. What I think.
Yeah, no, all good. I just.
Same damage, but still weird. 14 plus 18 is 32. 32 damage on the second one.
Okay, well, I'm down. Like, I have nothing left in the deck.
As you down, he hits you from the front. The second one, he kicks you into the crystal, so your back is against it. And the third one, he jumps forwards. You notice that these 2 knives that he's holding with him seem to have curved edges, and he jams each of them into your shoulder blades, locking you down into the crystal. As you start to bleed, a voice seems to emanate from the crystal. Tell them what you did. You now, looking up into the starry night sky above, notice that there are multiple screens around, these big, giant webs covering the space. You know are others. These are letting anyone from outside this arena view what is currently happening. The entirety of the Fairy Grotto is watching. Your friends pop out at the same time as this occurs, and they're standing there, looking confused, looking up at Progeny as Progeny smirks down below. I would now like you to reset your hit point total to your maximum hit points.
Okay.
As the
One
energy from the
second.
crystal trickles up your blood and into your body.
I think Seladrin is going to take out his special soul trinket, the somewhat bigger one, and he's going to try and push it into the crystal, using his powers of the soul to infuse it into the crystal.
You notice the crystal dripping onto your hand, slowly building up onto your body. A familiar sense of presence washes over you as the crystal itself shatters. Can I just do this? And left alone is Alona on the floor. Alona. Sorry, dude.
We're back.
Would you like to describe what happens now as you come out of this crystal? I know you had a brief little thing you want to...
Oh, well, as the crystal shatters and kind of falls away into, I guess, little tendrils of darkness that evaporate, she's kind of lying there, kind of curled up, clutching at her side. And then as she kind of takes a gasp in, she then chokes and rolls over and starts coughing, and out comes all of this black gunk and crystal shards and this mucus and everything, and she just like coughs it up, and it just keeps coming out. But you notice her hands as they're holding the ground, one of them, which shouldn't be there, is now glowing and with this pink and blue and white energy just kind of rippling between the three different colors as she kind of lifts her head as she coughs the last bit of this mucus up and stares at her two friends and says, "This is enough."
The Watch for the Crossroads will stand up with you on his blades and throw you to the side. Tell them what happened, and now you may tell everyone what happened.
Okay. Bit of a flashback here, but okay. So after K-Twist, you guys can imagine the dragon popped onto the road. Everyone was split up, and you guys see Seladrin and Lona after a fight with something else. The Seladrin leads them into a cave that he knew from his time when he was watching Umbra.
If you remember,
it's a-
Alona wasn't very well at this point. She was very weak,
Yeah.
and she'd had to go into her hellspawn more times than she wanted, and her body was just kind of failing her. She wasn't able to eat. The effects of Fairwind had really gotten to her, but she still had Seladrin, so that was something she was holding on to.
Yeah. So then after the fight, and then the entire group was separated. Seladrin leads Alona to this cave that he knows is safe because he lived there for a while he was watching Umbra, where they was in the Fairy Grotto before they met the party. And pretty much as soon as they enter the cave, Ilona sits down, starts resting, and
We can play it
Seladrin,
if you want.
Sure, if you want.
So she sits down, she's tired, it has been a hard day, and she's breathing heavily, kind of holding her head in her hands, and looks up at him. "What did you want to talk about? Why are we here?"
And then Seladrin, he looks kind of like somber, but also like a little bit of like annoyance and anger kind of in his eyes. He's a bit like worked up, and he kind of just sighs and it's kind of like, I'm sorry it had to come to this. Like, I really wish the outcome of this would have been different, but like this, we have to change something, and this is the only way I believe we can keep the others safe and move on.
What are you talking about?
I just need more power.
What?
Like, he just looks at Ilona, like, very sad, and is like, you just keep endangering everybody. You just, all these plans you do with Selva and doing Dinosaur Island, with what happened with Tarvis. It's all these things, even though with Kate was like, it's too much, and you don't trust any of us. You don't tell us anything. You don't work with us. Like, you have so much power alone, and it just doesn't help the party. You just keep running off, doing things on your own, and it's so hypocritical for wanting like the entire party to stay together, to work together, where you run off and do your own thing. And I believe that this power can be used better. We can use your power to help the party get out of Fairwind easier. And I'm really sorry, Lana, but think about it. You, like, as much as you don't want to admit it, you're part devil. You're so much like Sauer. You both lie. You both deceive. You like, as much as it pains me, like, this is just, it's not reliable how we're working right now. And then you're absolutely wrong decision in choosing Tarvis. Like, I hate to say it, but Tarvis is unreliable. He's cowardly. He never really, like, think about how long it took for him to even admit he wanted to protect you, and even then the man didn't do anything. Like, you had to do everything to even like get together, and he never really fights all out. And he's also so much wasted power. And I just think that if all this power was mine, I could do so much more, and I could help the party so much more than you guys could separately. And
You already do.
I think I can do more. I think that as soon as your weaknesses are matched by my strengths, I can carry this party and everything, and your strength will be mine. And he kind of steps closer to Ilona, almost like wanting to like gently touch her shoulder, and then out of his wrist come his hidden dagger directly into Ilona's heart. And then he kind of just starts pulling her soul out and forming a very, very big trinket that is like way bigger than what you guys would normally see as a trinket he gets from a soul. It's like a pretty big, like lightly purple trinket, and he starts pulling it out, and then as
you do that, she's going to raise a hand and just like place it on your cheek, and she, as her eyes are kind of drooping, she says, "But you're my best friend. I thought we had each other's back no matter what." As her hand kind of falls away.
Yeah, and as she dies, like, Seladrin like looks sadly down at her, but there's still this like kind of like anger in his eyes, and he's like, if you would have just used your gifts better, it would not have had to come to this. And then he lays her down gently on the floor as she begins to like crystallize, and he like turns his back and starts walking out the cave back towards where he knows the party is, and is like, and before he exits the cave, he turns back around one last time and is like, "I'm really sorry, Ilona, but at least now your power will be put to good use." And then he leaves the cave and rejoins the party, and you guys know the rest.
And that was when you guys waited 5 minutes, and then Seladrin was like, "Yeah, she'll be right."
Yeah.
As you're kind of telling the story, memories of someone watching from a bird's eye view come onto screen. as everyone in the arena now knows what's happened in the past. The Watcher of the Crossroads looks towards you and says, plain as day, "You're a hypocrite who cannot stand on his own 2 feet. Your survival has always relied on others, and I'm going to show them what you did." As every single fault or issue Seladrin has ever done or occurred in the party, every failure goes up on every screen in the arena. Picture perfect from a specific person's point of view. As this happens, they take 3 steps back and we will re-roll initiative. I'm not going to make you say it on a nat 1, dude. I'm cruel, I'm not that cruel. Hey, look, I'm on a nat 1.
I got a 13.
I rolled a 5, my guy. I rolled a 5.
Just for this second phase, you're still going to be too sick to do anything.
Okay, fair.
However, I'm just going to double check something because I'm pretty sure, having a specific spell on me at the moment, I get to a little bit of benefits off of some stuff. No, not really. Okay, cool. I just have a lot of speed. Okay. You can go first this time, Seladrin.
Yay! Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Seladrin is kind of, I mean, he had hoped that it would bring a lot of back, but he's kind of stunned. So he's kind of going to, like, walk towards Alona and kind of, like, not mutter, but kind of, like, under his breath be like admit to himself, like, I've been blinded by greed and power and all these things, but I've been blinded by power and greed, and I accept these faults. And if I have to continue walking alone, I will do that. But I will try to do better now, as he kind of tries to lift up Alona from where she is on the ground. And that's his turn for the first one.
Sheets come out, completely enclosing Alona. You notice the only things left out are her head and her hands, as she is stuck, bent over in this fetal position, trying to vomit up the excess of her stomach. No, Seladrin, this isn't a conversation for you and Alona. This is a conversation from you to them. And he points towards the people in the arena. I want you to show them all of the faults you've done. Show them. You are going to get a second turn as well, because I obviously rolled a nat 1, so you get to go again. You've noticed that obviously
yes,
this
okay.
being with currently silver eyes has locked your friend away.
Yeah. Okay, Seladrin's gonna, like, turn to him and kind of, like, get a, like, almost dangerous glint in his eye. And be like, listen, I don't know who you are exactly. I don't know how I've hurt you. But I would, like, we all carry darkness, we all carry faults and mistakes. And as much as I may have done more than others, I will not die here. And will then start throwing daggers. He's going to throw the lightning dagger. For 26 to hit. Does that hit? I assume so.
You see that he tries to grab it out of the air but fails, and it hits.
Okay. That, and then wait, 3d8. Sorry, 3d6. So that's 11 piercing and 8 lightning damage.
Yep.
And then Seladrin's gonna close the distance, like sprint at him, and then like slash across him with the ice dagger.
Yep.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. So that's 8 piercing and 10 ice damage.
Yep.
And then he's going to he's gonna bonus action hide is not gonna do anything, is it? Okay, he's going to use one last attack with the poison dagger.
Yep.
That's a 19 to hit. I don't actually know if that hits.
I'm gonna double check something real quick. That will not hit. You notice
Cool.
that gleam that you saw earlier has become much, much more clear.
Oh, do you want me to roll those Arcana, History, and
Yeah, of course.
checks again?
Yeah, go for it.
Ah, okay. Arcana.
This time the DC will be set at 20.
History. Oh my god, I'm rolling badly, my god. Perception. 21. Hey, perception he beat.
The way that this individual is fighting currently reminds you a lot of your own style. It seems as if they've copied something from you. What that means
Okay.
is that this person is not good in close quarters, yet they seem to keep pushing close quarters.
Okay.
Even though you successfully hit with your Arcana roll, I will say this, you notice that the spell does not diminish, which means that someone else is casting these spells.
Okay. Thank you.
Your history, I will give you nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's a mean guy.
Okay, that ends my turn, by the way.
They're going to make some attacks now, and you notice that there seems to be a bit of a glint in their eyes. Even though their eyes are pure silver, there are flecks of purple, blue, and pink inside them. I'll make my first attack. 15 doesn't hit. I will make my second attack.
Nope.
31 will hit.
That does hit. That's
I-
almost double my AC, by the way.
A nat 1 for the third attack. For the fourth attack,
Okay.
that's a
Four.
28.
Okay, I'm
For
gonna
the fifth attack,
uncanny.
that's a nat
fifth?
1. For the sixth attack, 21 hits.
Yeah.
Does a 29 hit?
Yeah.
What am I up to? I gotta do my math again, hold up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. Everything above
And-
16, my guy.
29, baby! Okay, so I've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hit 6 of my attacks. I will roll 2d20s real quick to see if anything happens. 15, no, nothing happens. Cool. So I had 6 of my attacks. As this being kind of looks at you, that look in their eye turns to rage. As they scream at you, you don't know what you've done. You've ruined years and years of planning on my part and the planning of others. Not only that, you put my emissary in danger. Okay, here's what we'll do. I will let you uncanny dodge the most amount of damage that occurs. Because that seems fair.
Okay. Okay, sure.
So for the first attack, it is 17 force plus 3. That's 20 force damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 8 plus 7 is 15. 10 plus 17. I really need to make sure I'm counting this. It's really hard when you have 9 attacks.
Damn. I'm surprised you can even get 9 attacks in D&D. What the fuck is this?
Doing something very, very stupid, and it will bite me in the ass, but that's okay. It's to prove a point. 17.
So what was the second attack total?
The first amount of damage was 20 overall. The second one was 15. The third one was 17.
Yeah.
Fourth
Sure.
now.
Because I'm writing them down as well.
Yeah,
Just so
that's
that we
okay.
remember.
Yeah, that's good. I was about to start writing them down. The next one is 15 overall.
Cool.
What's that number there?
What? 15?
What was that
No,
number
sorry,
there?
6?
6th attack, okay. This will be this. Oh, 6th will be the last one, sorry. So, because I only get 6 attacks that go through, the other ones do not. Okay, so let me just double check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, no, this one will go through, and the next one will go.
Yeah.
So this will probably be the one that you uncanny dodge, because that is very high. Yep, that'll be the one you uncanny dodge.
That's 26, okay.
Yep. And then last one. Yeah, you'll be fine with this one.
8 and
12.
4 is 12. Okay. So that's... I'll have this 26 to 13. Okay, let me add this together. That's 25 plus 20 is 45 plus 15 is 50, 60 plus 15 again. Okay. 75 plus 17 is 80. 92. 92 damage.
92. Cool. As they zip around each time hitting you with these strikes, piercing in and out of your body. The first set of attacks, weirdly enough, look like yours, right? Like almost perfect mimicries. The second ones look like Xander's. The thirds, Cartier's. The fourths, Eric's. The fifths, fuck it, Hunter. The sixth, it looks almost like Allah striking at her prey, and those are it. He lands directly in front of you again. However, he looks a little bit disorientated. It is now your turn.
Okay, well, I'm at 9 HP, so I'm not doing too well. Okay. Okay. I think this might be a kind of stupid, but I think he's going to look at the Watcher and cast Claw's Fear.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You're gonna use Claw's Fear, so I need a Wisdom saving throw of 17 or higher, please.
That's a 19.
Cool. He saves it, does pretty much nothing at that point. And then bonus action. What can I? Let me read through our bonus actions. What can I do?
You are
Nothing, because I'm not allowed to use Ghost Walk. Okay. I am going to just do nothing. I don't think bonus action is going to do anything. Yeah, I think that's my turn.
The Watcher of the Crossroads comes towards you, places a hand on your chest, grabs it, and says, "You're not done yet." For those of you in the arena, make sure I can have my fun. He picks Seladrin up and raises him above his head, and you are once again healed, this time for 75 HP. As you are healed, he throws you to the floor and is going to attack again. Actually, he's gonna have fun. You don't know what he does with his actions. It's your turn.
Okay. Let me quickly roll my Arcana and stuff. 1 second. Wait, I didn't need to roll perception anymore. I forgot about that. History. Okay, I'm assuming that gives me nothing new. Cool.
Hold up. The
Seven-
DC is now 15.
Oh, it is?
Goes down by 5, yeah.
Okay.
You can tell because, like, kind of looking at it for a while and being a bit confused, you've had this spell cast on you before. This is haste, and it has been cast 6 times.
On me or on them? Sorry.
On them.
On them. Okay.
Yeah. They've had this spell cast on them from the very beginning. It currently has only been, I think, 4 rounds, which means all you have to do is last 6 more rounds.
Yeah, because that's so easy when he does
Because that's so
97 damage per turn. Woo! Yay, just live. Of course.
With that perception check, you notice something else. You notice that this person does not seem to be used to fighting in a body like this. Looking at them, you notice that they're acting as if they're very small and nimble when they're actually the size of an adult. Something isn't adding up.
I mean, I'm not gonna
history.
Yeah?
No, you go.
What's my... Like, at what point does Seladrin connect the dots? Like, above table? Like, I'm generally asking, like, how much would he need to know to put together who this is?
I would let you re-roll your history check now that you've kind of, like, watched them fighting and, like, watched kind of what they've done.
Okay.
Just beating a 10 this time. Surely you can do that.
18.
That is great. I need you. As Vareth Will Aunter stands before you, looking down at you on the floor in disgust. What would you like to do?
I mean, Seladrin's just gonna be like, Vareth? Like, slightly confused, you know, he didn't really expect this to happen in the scenario. So he's just gonna be, hey, Vareth, what are you doing?
He takes the mask off and throws it to the floor. I am getting my revenge. My hatred for the party grew ever more for every day I spent here. At first I wished to be angry at Elena, because she never called or messaged. She was willing to do so for my childhood best friend, which she said she claimed she loved so much. Yet not once did she approach a scribe or send a sending. Darren, someone who has left the party, gave more care for me than each and every one of you. You let my sister become a cripple before a never-ending wave of pain and suffering befell her life. My emissary almost died, my plans destroyed, my world crumbled before. Don't you worry, I watched every time as you killed a variation of me and how easy it was for you to do it. I saw you make deals with Allah. I watched every step of each and every one of your journeys. Every second of my day was spent watching you all sat, cacophony of webs, not able to feel my body, my mind, my spirit, and all I could do was watch on to a world where each and every second was dragged across an eternity, where I watched you having fun and going on adventures and just picking up people and dropping them left, right, and center. There is no hope for you here, Seladrin.
What about this journey has been fun? I have not had fun in Fairwind. I think that is a wild overestimate of my time here. And if you are so great at watching, then tell me one thing: why? Why am I after the pet rock? Why did I kill Ilona to get power? Why, Varith? What is the purpose behind it?
At first, your goals were clear. Power. Each and every step you took was to benefit yourself and only you. Yes, you may say it was to help the party. Yes, you may say it was to help the other Fae, but no. Do you reckon all the people you killed in Tefach thought it was good for them to die? Do you think the hundreds of thousands of Fairwind residents that you watched Umbra slay thought it was fair to die? Your inaction is the biggest problem. Your actions have caused more hurt to people that I love than you will ever know. You can't just choose now to turn around and make a different path. You had every opportunity to tell the party up until this point. Are you going to make an attack against them?
Not really. I don't think he really wants to fight at the moment. I think Seladrin is just gonna be like, if you don't understand why I did what I did, then maybe you don't know me as well as you think you do. And then, yeah, go from there.
Well, I know this. Can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Of course!
And
Of
roll it at
course I will.
disadvantage. Yippee!
Whoops, I already rolled that advantage. Whoops, let me roll that
That's
again.
okay. I'll take a 12 because it fails.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't worry, you're not that high up. It's just 90 feet in the air as you start to fall. Yes, you may intervene.
The fact that you're not allowing me to use Ghost Wall is very mean, by the way.
Can Ilona do something?
Yes, you may.
Can she, before, like, as she sees this happening, I want to attempt to cast Hold Person on Varith.
On who?
On Varith. It's a Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 21.
It succeeds. Fuck.
I lied, by the way. It's 180 feet. Anything that's above X amount is doubled.
She just kind of yells, "Stop!"
I will let you start to use your second phase now that we have shown who we are as well. You can use your ghost ability if you so wish.
Ah, cool. Okay, then I'm gonna bonus action Ghost so I don't die of fall damage.
That's fair.
That is the that is the plan here. Okay, like as he's falling, he kind of turns like ethereal and just stops, like midair. He just stops and starts floating, like 10 to 20 feet before he hits the ground, and just turns to Varric and be like, my path has not been the best by any means, but let us not fight and end in one of us dying.
Do you think I plan to kill you? I can't kill you, Seladrin. I can't kill you. Do you understand what happens if Perodia falls? Fairwind falls. This isn't just one world we're saving. This is every world we're saving. This is nothing. This is me getting my anger out. I can't hurt anyone in the party. No matter what, I have to come back with you. Do you understand? I have to save a world I have no love. I can't harm anyone. I'm stuck here. Even if I leave, I'm stuck here, Seladrin. I can never leave. I've fucking changed. Look at me. He points towards himself as he starts to shrink. He is now 4'7", the actual size of the Watcher. My wife died, Seladrin. The only thing left for me is my children. And they're not even really mine. I had one person in the party who I thought was my brother. Everything that we did, I thought that meant something. Not only did it not mean anything to you, you let my actual sister become a cripple. You killed my chosen sister. You have destroyed my world and helped the Pedwar along every step of their plans. You have ruined my plans and the plans of the Silver King for us all to escape. This isn't just about us. It's never just been about us or what we want. We don't get a choice. We have to do this. He stands looking at you, and you can tell in his eyes there is no thought of attacking.
Seladrin's just gonna look at him. He's also like not attacking. Seladrin is no longer wants to fight. He just kind of stands there, actually looks at Vareth and is like, "Then tell me why, Vareth. You've watched me for so long. You know everything I've ever done. It was not always just about person power. Tell me why I did what I did."
I have watched 7 of my closest friends make an infinite amount of mistakes. It's not just you. My anger towards you is really only because of Alona and because of Ariette.
Ariette was, as much as I hate to admit it, not planned. That was probably one of the biggest accidents I've ever had. I did not think I could intimidate a dragon. I'm not gonna lie to you, I deal with death a lot, okay, as who I am. But I did not think I could make a dragon run away. I thought I could stagger it at most. That is, as much as, Ariette and you might hate me for what happened, that was not me trying to harm your sister. That was just bad luck.
I can see how you truly felt at that, Seladrin. And you felt nothing. He's gonna walk towards Alona and drop the crystals around her.
She looks
It's
up at
fine now,
him.
though. He looks down at her.
So this is it, then? This is how it's going to be? No redemption, just hatred. We do our job. And then it's over?
That's it. One step forward at a time.
You know, I never thought that I could experience any good when I left the house. But I was shown that it was wrong. I hope that you get that too. Because this is not. This is just. Don't know. I'm
The
afraid
steps
of
we
you,
take
Gareth.
were chosen long ago. Not by us. Not by the gods. They were simply chosen. He reaches under his cloak, yanks something tightly, and a key is in front of you. I have no home, nor do I wish to.
Good. That makes two of us then.
He drops it into her hands.
She just lets it fall.
I'm sure you two have a lot of catching up to do. And he kicks you out of your mental materialization.
Do we just go back to
Do
the
we
middle of...
maybe...
Do we? Back to the arena?
Yeah.
Alona's going to go to Seladrin. Is he not? He's not in the air, right?
Nice. Fucking hope
Let
not.
me roll a wisdom. Let me roll a wisdom check real quick. How petty am I gonna be? That's a 12. He's not. He's a little up in the air, but it was very obviously just to like get him off kilter, like not enough to hurt him.
I mean, to be fair, I'm still in Ghost Box, I can float, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Alona's gonna walk up to Seladrin and just stand in front of him and just kind of look at him for a second. I've seen your entire mind. I know what happened. I know why you did what you did. You know I already forgive you, right?
Someone just kind of looks at it on as like, I think you might be the only one. But then he kind of like reaches out a hand and is like, it's good to have you back.
She looks at the hand and then she hugs him, and as she does, she whispers in his ear, I won't hurt them, but I won't let them hurt you either. And she holds him really, really tight.
Okay. Do we might want to leave it there because it's getting
I might bring tenacity into my mental materialization. We don't need her token or anything,
Oh.
unless we say we do. That would be cool.
I'm pulled out of the bar where I'm hanging out with Fruit Bat.
Fruit Bat and Tenacity were watching the rerun in the bar, Henry.
I was
Well,
getting
Fruit Bat and
wrong.
Clarabelle can come. Fruit Bat and Clarabelle can come, and Squid can if Squid's still around. He's not.
This is like 3 hours in the future. We're watching reruns, and Fruit Bat's having his first drink as an adult.
It was a mango daiquiri.
You two are ripped from the arena. Thomas, you fall as you were attempting to get to Progeny. And as per usual in your father's realm, you are not harmed by fall damage. Tenacity, you were standing by the Watcher. I assume you all saw that.
Father, I wish to kill him.
I think you'll have to kill the cleric first.
Huh? No, I'm talking about Progeny.
Oh, that's fair.
I would not have a dream of killing him.
I would let you if Azalor would not be angry in return. He starts slowly massaging his eyes as they're closed, and you notice the more he massages, the more he seems to calm down, and he opens his eyes, and they are the opaline color they normally are. They are no longer silver flecks of purple. Plans are changing.
We're in the end game now, right?
Yes, we are. I need you to gather the watches in one place. The Gorgon will take care of them. I think we need to devise a strategy to take out Alp's trinket. I think I know where it is. Lobat's rage cannot be contained. The only place that it could possibly be currently is inside the city of Pader. With that in mind, there'll be heavy resistance. I think we need to figure out which groups we're sending where.
Do you think Alona will work with you?
I don't think she has a choice.
She seems pretty strong-willed for someone who just came back from the dead. Not how I thought she was, and how everyone else described her.
I like her.
When the team that goes to take on the trinket leave, Leviathan Moore is a great adversary. However, there's no point just sending people to kill him if Alp is going to be there. I will draw Alp here. Half of us are going to have to deal with Alp for long enough that Leviathan Moore can be taken out. I think currently... Sorry, Clarabelle.
I was just gonna say I'm fairly tough. I can be a bit of a meat shield if need be.
Has anyone heard word of Xander? I'll take that as a no. I think that might be an idea, Clarabelle. But I don't want to send any of you out too often. I think purely to remove Alp from the situation, we'll need our strongest hitters here. I think Seladrin and Olena cannot be separated at the moment, and I'm willing to send them either way. Do you believe it's better to keep them in our home base where we can control them, or to send them out to quickly deal with the trinket?
Oh, no, you want to keep them here for sure.
If that's the case, Tenacity, I'll need you and Fruitbat to go and help with Leviathan Moore.
That sounds good to me.
I hope by the time we leave this, an old friend of mine will reappear.
Well, let's hope everything goes according to plan this time.
Time will bring what it'll bring.
We're not following the plan this time.
Have you... I can't say much as I am part of the broken plan, but... When do you think my siblings will get in touch?
Soon, I assume. Oliviana is protecting those in Pan. Obviously, she prefers the long-lived races, and I don't think she wants to leave them alone. Your brother, on the other hand, we may be able to contact him to help us hold off Lobad for a while.
Have you considered what my time away may have done to them?
I assume you've all aged collectively. I think
Do you have the
also-
capacity?
You go.
Sorry, Father. I do not wish to speak out of turn. Do you think you have the capacity to handle your eldest son?
Probably not, no. Nor would I have the capacity to handle you at this point in time.
Is that why you're sending me away?
No. I think you and Clara will work best together. I think it might be an idea to send you to wherever it may be, to the point.
Fruitbat with a slide chuckle is going to turn around to Clarabelle and say, "Dream team," and like put his fist out to fist bump.
She goes to like shake his hand and fumbles it awkwardly.
What are your thoughts
Mine?
as a collective?
You know I'm with you. I'm just excited to get out of here, if I'm honest.
I'd like to see the other world. Though I don't know if I can leave. This is all I've known.
I agree with you, Clarabelle. But I hope one day I'll return And I'm sure we'll have many a good toke of a smoke.
I'm into that.
Alright. Prepare them. Progeny will finish his games, but I feel like we will not be included. I did cheat after all. Seladrin would have whooped my ass if I tried to take him solo. Alright. I'll speak to Tenacity for a while. Dream Team, go sort out the others. Get Umbra back, please. If Progeny complains, tell him I'll give up a portion of my life so that he can have another prize worthy of his time.
If Progeny complains, surely brother will deter him from seeking compensation.
The problem is, I need his mother on a bit too important for me to let go. Unfortunately, your friends will give me enough grief as it is.
We'll see how friendly they are after today.
We'll talk later. Alright. He waves his hands, and Clarabelle and Fruit Bat disappear in puffs of constellations and fear and hope. You still wish to speak to me?
Are you okay? I know
It's
you're
not
not.
fair to me. It's not fair to me. But I feel like the group will not care about this.
Which part? There was a lot revealed.
Unfortunately, my distrust for Seladrin.
Why did she forgive him?
The problem is that people who have received trauma often flock together, and they understand each other better for it. Seladrin has gone through a lot and is not only perpetuated by his parents, but perpetuated, from the world that we're currently in. For all the people for me to be frustrated over, it is not fair for me to be frustrated at him as someone who is stuck here almost as long as I. He may not have witnessed it, but he lost everyone to him. I see why other long-lived people would look past their transgressions. However, my plans and the plans of the Silver King would have gone a lot more fluid if it was the case that he did not do the choices he did. As you know from the trinkets. To be fair, he was very useful in... I don't think I could have killed a child version of me, especially not a toddler, but, you know, I won't know until I'm in that situation. As you know, I can't leave. My promise to Allah, the mother, is unfortunately something I can't break just yet.
Is there anything I can do?
If you go with the party to Leviathan Mall and we seem to be in trouble, I would advise you to push Fruitbat to say his name. I have not given him a name, so I do not know it. However, I think it would be enough to entice Alp away from us. I'm sure you guys could teleport away with the assistance of an old enemy of mine. I think I need to spend some time alone. However, I will answer questions you have.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your party did that to you.
It hurt me more when Alona was taken and not a single one of them attempted to reach out at the start. This didn't show me that it was just the party not caring about me. It showed me that they did not care for each other. And as small as a year is, the first time I was in... So I know how big that time span really is. The time we spent together I thought meant more than it did. I think that's what hurts me most.
So you're done with all of them? Forever? You
Time will
held
take
on
its
to her
course.
body for I don't know how long. You let us go, you went into her mind to fight off the creatures that lingered there. Why would you do that for someone who isn't good?
Alona is good. I think I did it because I wish I had someone to do that for me. As you know, I protect those here that need help and I give them sanctuary. Not so long ago, I was almost the opposite. To be fair, I still eat the Fae now. I'm not good. I'm not evil. I do what I must to survive, as I teach every person who walks through my wife.
Is she really a devil?
I don't know. I don't believe so. In fact, from what I've heard, I would say she's close to an angel. She's given up her mind, her body, and her will for the party. She gave up her life for the party. Not once, but on multiple occasions. And this has been displayed time eternal. I think the Silver King would agree with me upon that. She is a constant. Every variation, every change, she is the same.
You mean she's always there? In everything?
And everything. She helps the party. I can't say the same for all the others. Believe
Maybe
it or
you
not,
can find yourself with her again. I don't know if she's what you say she is. I just don't want you to give up hope.
I'm
I'll leave it to
currently...
your thoughts.
Thank you. I'll ponder on it. And we can end the session there. Wham!
Wham!
Well,
Can I just
Did that
say,
bring it up after
my
we did-
wife?
My wife!
that was a lot.
I have a chair, I have a chair. Progeny is in my chair.
I was gonna say, Progeny is in Fruitbat's chair. He wants it. He
You
needs
have
it.
it. I don't need it.
Well, we'll find
Yeah.
out if Fruitbat gets his chair in some
What about
future
Fruitbat's
episode.
pirate hat?
Yeah, we gotta find out about that too. But we will find out about that in some future episode. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll catch you in the next one. But until then, may all your rolls be 20s.